what's up, everyone, and welcome to Power Hour Live with myself, the Swinging Bull, and I'm joined by Mr. SLP. Do this every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern, kind of go over what's been going on throughout the week, different alerts we put out there and stuff of that nature. Let me make sure I'm unmuted on Discord here. Yep. So welcome everyone on Discord. Welcome everyone
Hello.
on YouTube. And how you doing today, Lee? How was your week?
Man, it was a great week, right? I mean, it was a very bullish week, so I enjoyed it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, looking at the heat map today, we got some big companies doing super well. Amazon up over 11%. Monster run by
Insane.
Amazon. Yeah. Tesla up 4%. Apple's up 3 and almost 3.5%. Lots of green. Also got lots of red. INTC is down today, almost 9%. I think they were down 9% at one point in time. I guess they gave some bad guidance or something like that. So they took a hit. INTC's at levels that we haven't seen since 2017. I personally added to a leap position, 2024 leap on INTC today, which I think was a good add on that while they're down and beaten up a little bit. Other than that, yeah, just like what you were saying, great bull run this week. This is actually SPX chart I have up right now. So as you can see, I mean, just a fantastic day today and yesterday. We had a real nice run yesterday, pretty big run yesterday, and then that kind of carried on into today, right? The S&P 500's up 1.4% right now. This will close at 4 p.m. But SPY, of course, will continue trading. We go to the SPY chart. SPY was definitely ripping today. Got the 5-minute chart on top, 1-minute chart on the bottom here, and just looks like a great bull run. I hope this continues. What are your thoughts on all this, Lee?
Oh, for the market, this week was great. Next week is a whole new animal to deal with. I
Right.
think next week, I think next week we come down a little bit. At least a healthy little pullback, maybe 5-6 points on SPY.
Yeah.
And then maybe the next leg up. It's very strong this week. I mean, it really depends. There's some earnings. I'd have to check who's actually releasing earnings next week, and I think I would base it off of that too. If there's some big boys again doing earnings and they beat earnings, we could carry on this bull run for sure. Because pretty
maybe
much
it
that what it
continues,
is,
right?
right? The bulls took over.
Yeah, the Bulls definitely stepped their game up. I think a lot of short positions have been covering lately as well. Just looking at some earnings for next week. Got August 2nd. Okay, August 1st is Monday, but I do have an earnings count. Oh wait, this is 2021. We'll pull that up for you guys and post it in the live stream chat for the earnings for next week, so we know what we're looking at
Yeah,
going
let
into
me
next
pull
week.
that up and let me find it.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So while you're doing that, I'll keep talking about the SPY. It's still pumping here into power hour, 3 p.m. Eastern now, or 3:05 p.m. Eastern, up 1.5%. I actually opened a put credit spread on the SPX, which expires in 55 minutes. So same day expiration. I sold a put. My short, I sold a put spread, which is bullish, because obviously, you know, if you're looking at my screen on SPX, we got this red 200-day EMA, kind of a directional indicator for me. Overall direction is trending up. I opened up a put credit spread. My short leg that I sold was at 41.10. And the long leg that I bought as insurance was 4,100, which is basically down here where this pivot point line is. So here's my two strikes there. Basically, I just need SPX to close above 41.10 in the next 55 minutes when it expires. And I ended up, I got filled at, for this spread, I got filled at 80 cents, which is $80 credit. And I put up $1,000 in collateral. So I'm going to make an 8% gain on this $1,000, and it expires in 55 minutes. and just need SPX to stay above 41.10. So I got lots of breathing room here. We've been on an uptrend all day, and then we do have this 200-day EMA, which acts as a little bit of support for me before it actually reaches my short strike, if it even does come down this low. So got some protection here. And again, I'm only holding this for another 54 minutes because the option will expire at 4 p.m. Eastern. So only holding it for an hour and looking at about 8% gain per $1,000. I only opened one spread. If we do get a pullback, maybe to this yellow 50-day, I might add another one to get some more credit there. Probably be worth like $100 for the credit if it does pull back to there, and then I'll have a total credit of $180 on $2,000 worth of risk. And again, it's gonna expire here within the hour. So nice easy play there. Just wanted to explain some 0 day to expiration spreads there real quick. I was looking at some of the plays you alerted today, Lee.
I didn't do anything in the option world, my friend. I stayed well away from the options. I ended up doing equities and taking some big profits on equities.
That's what I was looking at.
That side.
Yep, that's what I was looking at, was your alerts by Lee channel. And it looks like you put a lot of focus into that and had some great potential there. One was SNTI. You added that recently. You alerted it at $2, and it's now over $3. Let me just pull up the chart so everyone can see it on the screen.
That was a bad boy this afternoon. That one took off this afternoon. Pre-market, we had a big push as well, but it came back down. But then, we had this big volume surge towards the end of the day.
Yep, this was about like 30 minutes ago. Got a nice pump there. Basically pumped from around the $2.60 up over $3. It hit $3.36. So that's a nice gain there. If you took Lee's equity alert on SNTI, huge gains there. Ended up being 61% profit potential. And I see you scaled out over $3, which was great profit taking there. Because
we had some big plays, Bull. I mean, me and Liddy were kind of killing it over there in Stock Talk. The first one that we played was let me bring it up right now. The first one we played was MGAM. That was one that we played, just IPO'd recently. Big move.
Oh, look at that.
To the upside. We played this to a T. We put out a trend line right there from the beginning of the day up, and we got in over 535. We halted many times on the way up to that $12 range, and we took some beautiful profits, pretty much close to 100% in about an hour, 2 hours. So we played that. We had a little bit of fun in Stock Talk today. We played that. We also, Liddy put out a recent IPO, MAIA, and that one just blasted off just now too. So we have had some great plays this afternoon, especially this afternoon with low float stocks.
Yeah. I mean, this MAIA, I mean, their float's only 6.7 million.
Absolutely.
I mean, and just keep your eye out if you're look, it's pumping again right now. Just went from 50% to 60% green on the day. But what I was saying, you guys just keep your eye on the float, because there is about a $2.5 million difference in shares outstanding to free float. So they do.
Our premium members killing it today. I mean, we got Debo over here up 30% from that ad for this one that we just played. And we have to thank Lily Star, because Lily Star put my eyes on these ones, and they are taking off at the end of the day here. I didn't play this one so much, but I played the first one, and I played also VRAX on the bounce as well. So there was a lot of that one came down, and we played it from 980 to 11 on that bounce right there. So that one was another one we played as well. This was a little bit riskier, because obviously they must have had some bad news to come down than the other ones, right? The other ones, we got volume coming in. low float stocks, and they're pumping up. This one's coming down, and we're just looking for the dead cat bounce, basically.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened there. Had the big sell off, got the dead cat bounce. I bet if I drew a Fibonacci on this, it's probably about a 23% pullback there, and from the low down here at $9, and nice, great play there. If you grabbed it in the $9 range and ran all the way to $11, so that's what 20% there profit. So nice technicals too. RSI trending up, MACD showing a bullish signal there after it hit the low at $9. So great opportunity to get into that play today in the premium section.
There's also another one that Lily just pointed out right now in our live stream chat. She was saying that she has one on high watch in her alert channel in the OTC section, and that is free. So that's free for anyone. They can always see the OTC section, and you can see that. So she's got a stock there on high watch. If you want to take a look at that too.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's going to be in the OTC section, folks. If you're listening on the Discord, definitely check out that section. Lots of fun and exciting stuff being alerted in that section, and also some alerts as well to get some profit on these OTC stocks. So that's good information there. Let me just go back to SPY. Just curious what it's doing here in Power Hour. Yeah, it looks like it's holding pretty steady. So that's good. Let me go back to my SPX put credit spread that I just opened up. Actually, just opened that up about 15 minutes ago. So again, only a 1 hour hold here. Just need SPX to stay above 41.10, which is this red line way down here. So I've got plenty of cushion, and looks like it's holding up fairly nicely. And again, if it pulls back to this 50-day, I might add another spread there. If it does pull back to the 200 red EMA, I'm going to wait for a bounce before I add, because obviously I don't want to add to a losing position. But again, just need it to stay above 41.10. So just want to take another quick peek at that, since I do have an open put credit spread on that right now. I did want to pull up the Amazon chart here and just kind of look at the pump that it had yesterday, right when the bell rang. Wow, I mean, monster run by Amazon. Was trading around the around the 120 area, and pumped all the way to 140 basically, and seems to be leveling off today, consolidating. What do you think about Amazon and that run they just had yesterday?
Amazon, it's I suppose they beat.
I
didn't even really look into it, but I mean, I had the position. My average was down in the low 110s. I took profit on it yesterday at 138 and change after hours, and again, I would just wait for a pullback and start another position. As for why we had a pump, it's obviously to do with earnings. Maybe there's some growth. Maybe they beat estimates. But if you look at the fine numbers, they're losing more than they ever lost before. So there's a few things in there that gave me a red flag. I'm great. Yeah. It's great that it pumped, and I'm great that I got some good profit. I believe 20% in, I think, like a month, on this bad boy. So we did play it perfectly. And also Amajama got like 500% on those lotto calls overnight for that. So that was perfect for our people as well. So yeah, I mean, it's overall great week for Amazon. Well, we had a stream before, you and me had a stream, and I plotted out some targets for Amazon on the stream, and I said one of them was 125, we hit that. The next one was 130, we hit that. So the next, and there's a huge gap now on the daily chart. If you go to the daily, huge gap to the upside now.
Look at that.
What is going to happen there? We're going to fill that back down, and then maybe make a next leg up after we filled that gap down, or do we continue to go towards that 140 next week?
Yeah, that's great there. Just looking at some of these technical signals, but what a gap up there on the daily chart. So we got to be careful that doesn't fall back to the downside and try and fill that gap there. So we'll definitely keep our eye on that. Just get rid of some of these things.
Exactly.
Looks like
I like it.
Yeah, it hit its head right on this 200-day EMA. So that was obviously resistance there if you're just using moving averages. So it's a good example of that. See if we have any questions in live stream chat.
Yeah,
I
if you
think,
guys have any questions, let us know or open up the mic. We're here in the free live chat or on the
yeah,
mic, whatever you
yep,
want to do.
yeah. So we
Um,
got top. Is he requesting a ticker here? MKD.
no, it's actually he meant HKD.
Oh, HKD.
HKD
Okay,
HKD
gotcha.
is me and Amy both alerted HKD.
This was the
We are
IPO one. Yeah.
Yes, so we alerted this one. I alerted it at $41, and
Holy
Amy
wow.
alerted it at 28 on our watch list before I loaded it on mine.
Yeah.
So basically, over 1,000% gains in a week of
I can't believe that.
holding this trade. So we went from 41 on my alert up to 460. And then on
Jesus.
Amy's, I think it was 1,500%. So that was a nice big play. I mean, risky because it's a Hong Kong stock. These
Yeah.
kind of stocks dump off hard.
Right.
So don't go chasing this one, but it was fun to play. There was no reason to stop out of this play looking at that chart. So
Yeah. Yeah. They're
you could have
definitely.
just trimmed your position, raised your stops. It would have kept you in the trade pretty much all the time, all the way through. There was
Yeah.
no reason no way that it dropped below what the EMA 50, EMA 21 day. I think it all stayed above board, and
Yeah.
the trend didn't break. So you
Yeah.
probably would have stayed in most of your position there.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, and definitely, just like you said earlier, don't go chasing waterfalls on this stock because
Well, you know that song.
don't go chasing waterfalls. That's right. But we're already getting a pullback on the hourly chart now that
Yep.
it
It's
ran.
coming down, guys. It's coming back down to $50. That's where it's coming
Yeah.
back down to where it belongs.
Yeah.
$50
If it,
probably.
you
I'm
know,
probably saying 50. It probably come down like $5 to be honest with you.
I mean, if this thing was shortable, I don't think you can short this yet, can you? Since it just got
I didn't
IPO
check
2 weeks ago.
I didn't check on Tasty Works
Here,
today,
I'll
but I
check on
will.
Fidelity real quick. Let me see. Well, and this was HKD. Well,
Yep.
let me actually let me check on my other screen here. I'm gonna check Tasty Works. Let's see. It looks like there are shares available on Tasty Works. They're
They
really
should
good
be
about
on
yeah,
a stock like this. There should be,
yeah,
but guys, we
yep,
have to play it on the downtrend, and probably next week
yeah,
it probably all downtrend. So there's plenty
yeah,
of time to play it.
yeah. So wait for the sharp sell off,
Yes.
and then we'll look for some trends and kind of play it to the downside that way. So. All right,
Silent
good.
Killer 25 wants you to take out. He's one of our Platinum Club members in our Discord. He wants to look at Google, maybe.
Okay, yeah, let's take a look at Google and see what's going on there. I do have some Google in my retirement account, so I always love looking at Google. Just real quick on the daily chart of Google, we got a clear channel that it's been trading in. I go ahead and draw this out so you guys can see here. And not exact science, but put a line here, make it a little bit brighter. And then let's go ahead and draw the bottom where there's obviously support right here where it keeps wanting to bounce. Make that. So as you can see, trading in this channel, right? So, I mean, technically, history does like to repeat itself. When it gets to the top of this channel around let's call it 120, right? If it gets up to there, wait for confirmation. But if it bounces down and we see a red candle down, kind of like it did back here, this is where we could go short on it, maybe with some put options or just short the stock. But right now we're on an uptrend, so you don't really want to chase it to the upside. If you didn't get in on Google when it came down here at this bottom channel line, this would have been an ideal place to get in after this green candle started forming here. We could have went long there, like around 110, and then it's trading at 116 now. So now if you want to go long on this, what I would wait for is for the price action to break the top channel line. And once we get a break of that, maybe we get a retest and then a continuation. So there would be an opportunity to go long, but we want to wait for the break of this top line and then possibly a retest I can go ahead and draw this out just so you can see it. So, we want a break of the line here. Okay. Make it a little bit darker. So we want a break of that line. And the ideal situation is maybe a retest down, okay, to this line there. And click on that. There we go. And then ultimately, if we get a bounce to the upside, then I would feel safe.
My next target for Google is 120. Is my next target. My first target was 116 from I think the beginning of the week or last week. I put that swing out.
Yeah.
But I believe my next target is 120, and if it is 120, it's broken over that resistance pretty much. Once we get over that area, I would probably target like 124-ish next.
Yeah, I was going to say probably right around this 200 moving average here. Well, 123 is the EMA. Yep. The actual moving average might be different here. I'll put that on. Take the EMAs off. Yeah, so the actual moving average, which is sometimes better to use on the bigger time frames, that's actually at 130. But the EMA 200 right here, I'm basically right around where you said though. After it breaks 120, right around 123. So yeah, those are some good levels to watch there on Google. And so I hope that helped you, Silent Killer. And also, Brother D just mention in the live stream chat that our new shot caller, Jay, be sure to check out his channel. He just did a very nice write-up on Google and has a really good analysis on it. So go check out Jay's channel. And I believe that's going to be Alerts by Jay, right, Lee?
It's Alerts by Jay, and it's just below day trades in the premium stock section. He's going to be doing these write-ups and showing you kind of some resistance levels, supports, things like that, and they're very, very easy to understand. So yeah, get on them and check them out for sure.
Yep, Alerts by Jay in the premium stock section. Go check it out. Lots of good information there.
Yes.
Let's go back to SPY. Why don't we?
Oh yeah.
3:25 p.m. and we're let me go to a smaller time frame here since we're doing intraday trading. Still going.
This thing is still churning away. I mean, it's going to go. It's going to start getting a bit volatile now. So
yeah, I think so. Last 30 minutes,
what happens.
Right?
But I feel like we may get a little sell-off and then probably get eaten back up, and we probably close around this same level, 412, 413.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, if we keep blasting, I think the next resistance, as you can see on the chart, is probably around at 415.
Yeah.
That would be the next resistance area for me. If you look to the left from June the 1st, that's kind of that area right there is an area that's going to be very hard to get through, I think.
Yeah, let me go to the 1 hour. There it is right here. So yeah, I mean, we got a couple areas of interest, like right here, right here, which we're already above. But yeah, right around 415, Lee. Exactly what you said.
Yeah, so I think we come down a little bit next week. We ran hot for 2 weeks, so I think we come down a little bit. But we have AMD reporting next week. We have PayPal recording next week. I'm looking at this list. We have Activision. So there's some stocks out there that can really affect the direction of the market. So there's Starbucks, there's Airbnb, there's AMD, Electronic Arts, EA. So there's some good solid companies reporting next week, and these are mostly Tuesday onwards. So I think that really also shows us the direction where we're going to go.
Yeah, I agree with that. Got some more green volume coming in on SPY here. Look at this. There's not one red volume candle in the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, going on the 8th green 1 minute 1 minute candles, and all green on the volume side here. Getting a nice step up too. Looks like we just made a new high a day as well, which is 412.44. So
yes, we did.
3:25 p.m. Eastern. We're making new highs a day on SPY. Let me flip back to SPX and see how my put credit spread's doing. As you can see, this red line, that's my short strike. Just need it to, so about 35 more minutes, this option will expire. As long as it's above 41.10, I'm about to get 8% profit in 1 hour.
That's some good stuff right there, and probably a less riskier trade. So that's been really good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not relying necessarily. I mean, of course, I want the price to go up, but for every little bit that it moves, it doesn't bother me. I basically just need it to stay above my short strike. If it does dip a little bit, I can add some more spreads and collect more premium. And of course, keep our eyes on the technicals to see if it's just going to completely fail. And then, of course, I would stop out of the play, which would probably be 2x to 3x the premium I received would probably be my stop loss on the spread. But yeah, looks like this is, anything can happen in the last 34 minutes. But looks like this is going to expire worthless, which means I don't even have to close it out and pay commissions for closing the spread. Just let it expire worthless. My broker takes care of the orders later, and I get my credit. So everything's looking great to end this week.
I put out on the free live stream. If you're not in our Discord, guys, you should be, for one. And there's a lot of free alerts out there that you're missing, right? So in our Discord, in the live stream chat, I just put there SIGA, which is SIGA. I put here, we had a big dip, unusual dip right there. I did say, if you look at the live stream chat, over 1610, aim for 1650 plus. We got ourselves up to about 667, what have we got? 667, 668 ish area. So we played that nice bounce perfectly. If you joined us in the live stream chat over there in our Discord.
Yeah, so that was you called that out live, and it hit your target and everything. So yeah, nice, easy play there.
That's the nice thing about a retracement, right? And Fibonacci's, you can kind of see, if that's a bottom, you have to wait for the bottom to fill in. But as you can see here, it was a nice retracement.
Yeah. I mean, I could put it at the bottom of this.
Yeah, you can put it there. I suppose that's okay.
Yeah, and then it's basically 23.38. It basically bounced off this 50% fib retracement, kind of lined right up with that level. And
yep, we got that perfectly. And then the volumes start coming in. This is a monkeypox stock, so very popular sector right now, right? I mean, these companies that don't physically have a monkeypox vaccine, but they have a smallpox vaccine, which they say treats the monkeypox. So that's why we're seeing these big moves from SIGA, TNXP that we played, and also GovX. We played them all. We played them all in our Discord. Big profits. GovX at the beginning of the week, we alerted from 76 cents. It went up to as high as like 360 or 330 or something like that today.
Oh wow! Yeah, let me reset this chart so we can see that.
I've been saying this too. This was my favorite one to play because TNXP is one that's been like reverse split. It's been diluted. TNXP. This one has never been like on that kind of radar, reverse splits and dilution and all that stuff. They've been pretty solid. Once they start a trend, they pretty much follow that trend up until it breaks. And this one has just been solid throughout the whole week. From our first alert, I can show you on our first alert, it was 76 cents. I think it was Monday.
But no, you're right on no dilution. I mean, their free float is only 12 million. That's a good way to recognize dilution, because if their free float is super big, then they've probably been diluting shares. But very low floats, they're not really diluting shares. So that's good. They're not adding shares, right? So,
they're pretty. They're going off the hype, and we've seen the hype, right? And we've seen the hype. What happens behind like COVID, right? We've seen all the stocks that have gone from like $1, $2 up to like $50, $100, $200, and they're all related to a COVID vaccine. They may have not even been approved for a COVID vaccine, but it's the hype behind the actual, mission and behind the actual disease and what they're working on. So, if anyone mentions monkeypox, any biotech company mentions it, is going to get hype automatically behind it. And the same thing with COVID. So you see this one's got a hype. You got TNXP that has a hype. You have Siga that has a hype. I mean, Siga went from peanuts up to in the $20 range this week. So there's some nice plays.
Look at this level. GOVX just bounced off.
Right off it.
So back here on July 26th, this actually was resistance. And now today, since we broke over that, now it's acting as support. So perfect example on how resistance can change to support at a future date.
That was a very strong bounce there. A lot of volume came in at that level too.
This is the 15-minute chart too. So that's a strong 15-minute bounce right there, based on a previous level that was formed on July 26th. So yeah, I mean, we could have definitely jumped in just a little bit ago, like 30, 45 minutes ago, on a little bounce play right here based on this level.
There's so many things like this looking at the end.
There's so many things
can't see them all.
Do. Yeah. I mean, there's so many opportunities out there. We just got to use our mind and find them, and take advantage of them when we do find them. So what else is going on? I know. What else had? So we talked about INTC. They sold off today. Microsoft up a little bit, Google up a little bit, and they just did their forward split, so their screen's all wacky. QQQ. Have you played QQQ in a while?
QQQ? No, man. I've been staying away from these kind of things. There's a lot going on in the equity side, so I've just been sticking to the equity side lately. I played a few, I missed a few. Like I went on my A game this week, so I just been kind of sticking to the equity side and leaving it to the pros over there on the option side.
Yeah, no doubt. I got a bunch of fibs on this one.
I mean, it's been a mixed bag for me this week, but there's been some fantastic plays out there. Oh man, I got into a play, and I was learning it over there in the free live section, but it pumped already to $8.
What was the play?
VRAX just went from like $7 up to $8 in a matter of like a second, and I bought some at 7 and change. And if you look in the free live chat, I put over 720, aim for 750 plus, and it already took off. So I'm sorry guys, I try to get that out as quick as possible. But this one came down only, and it's a low float, 6 million on the float side. I actually don't know the reason why it drops 61%. I don't see any news out there. I just know it's a recent IPO, and it's actually an American company. So actually United Kingdom. So it's actually from London. This company is from my hometown in London.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So this one's not such a sketchy company. So I'm just wondering what happened. And I'm just playing these bounces. So I got it from there, like over 720 up to $8 now. But I'm sure you guys couldn't really jump into it. So
no, I mean that's like over 10% gain.
Yeah, it's still going
around 15% gain right there
now. So
set $7 to $8.40.
Yeah, look at this go. Great. This is I mean it's got a spread. Look at the spread. I mean it's bouncing like 20 to 30 cents, which is nuts. But if it gets above, say if it gets above this 9 EMA, which is like 850, it may just get back to the $9 range after that.
We shall see.
Very risky though. Very risky.
Yeah. Definitely had hell of a sell-off. We'll have to check the news later and see what happened there. But sold off it sold off 60%, more than that.
Yeah. So we played this twice. I played this now, and then I played it in premium too. So I'm trying to get these free alerts out to you guys. I know it's Friday, Power Hour Friday, so we want to keep it a little bit hyped as well as talking about the market. So we're trying our best here.
Look at SPX still going. I think it's safe to say that my short strike is not going to get tested.
They're probably going to be good for you.
Yeah, they'll be worthless. There it is right there. Let me go to the 1 minute actually. Yeah, this is nice, easy 8% here to end the week. I love it. So we only got 25 more minutes before the bell rings, and then the trading on this is going to stop for the options. Now there are futures you can trade on SPX. I think those trade 20 or 5 days a week, 24 hours a day or something. But I just stick to the regular old SPS index or SPX index. Let's see. Let's take a look at Amazon, just kind of holding flat here. Still up 11% on the day, though. So that's fantastic there for them. And let's see what else we got here. If anyone in Discord chat wants us to look at any other charts, feel free to type it in the chat, and me and Lee can take a look at it for you. Let me go back to SPY, see what it's doing. About ready to end power hour here soon. Just what a hell of a day by SPY.
Yeah, it's been a hell of a week. I mean, I put some analysis out on like Tesla, say, and we were looking at it, and I said it came down Tesla, I think, to test like 760, something like that, right? Which was back 727. So 3 days ago, we retested that 774 area, 775. And we were talking about it, and I said, look, if this gets over 794, we're going back to, 820, 815. And this thing just made new highs. I mean, it's at 886. This is a huge run, even in the last 4 days of trading again. And on top of last week's huge run, and the week before's huge run, and the week before's huge run. So we got a huge month-long run on Tesla from, I think, like the low 6s, 600s to 885 now. So big moves.
Yeah, I mean, if they stayed in from the first call out when it was in the 600s, and they stayed in till now, almost 900. I mean, you're looking at a big gain there. But this is just what we were talking about earlier. Back on July 8th, we had this resistance that kind of formed over here, which was the 767 around the 770s area, what you were just talking about. And sure enough, fast forward a little bit, we broke through that level, comes back down to retest, and now that it's retested and bounced, feel good drawing a trend line there. And here we are after the retest bounce of this level that was formed back here. And look at this amazing play right here. From basically 770s all the way to 886 on Tesla. Just imagine what the option premium gain would have been on the run like that. Maybe if you did catch this bounce a couple days ago, and maybe bought a Tesla call for, give yourself a couple weeks of time if you wanted to capture this entire run. Now, of course, you could have day traded it with 1 day expirations or whatever you want to do there. You could have day traded it. But if you're trying to get the most out of the run, right when it bounces off this 770 red level that we know is intact, you could buy some Tesla calls for a couple weeks out, maybe even a month out, if you just give yourself plenty of time so the theta is not hitting you every day. And then, I mean, those would have been monster gains on those option calls on Tesla. And I know Amy's been alerting Tesla pretty much on a daily. We call her the Tesla Queen. And I mean, if you add up the gains that she's had on her Tesla alerts over the past 2 weeks, I mean, we're talking thousands of percents.
It's insane.
It's thousands of percents. I'm not even sugarcoating it. So we've nicknamed her the Tesla Queen. So, if you're in premium and you're on this stream, you probably already know what I'm talking about. If you're just in the free section, just throwing it out there. We do have a Tesla Queen in the premium, and she's literally gotten thousands of percent gains over the past couple weeks by tactically entering Tesla options. So good stuff there. It's about 3:40 p.m. We got 20 minutes until the bell rings, 3:40 p.m. Eastern here. So let me just check my spread one last time. Yep, they're worthless, Lee. So,
are they?
I know the price. I know we got 20 minutes left, but look, it's negative to buy them back is negative, which means they're worthless.
That's a fantastic, and that's what you kind of aren't you going to start learning more of those?
I am. Yeah. I'm going to start alerting more of those in my options channel. I just want to put together an education class about it, because 0 day expiration. it is very risky. So we got to make sure we have our stop and that kind of thing. And the account I use to trade these is, I don't have all my eggs in one basket. So you definitely don't want to allocate your whole portfolio to, you could do it with, a couple $1,000. Each spread is going to be worth, you're going to need $1,000 if it's a 10 wide spread, $10 wide spread. The amount of capital you'll need is going to be $1,000. We $5 wide spreads, so each spread you'll only need $500. And I'll go over all of that when I do the education video, let you know how much money you're going to need for each spread and all that good stuff. Moving right along here.
Yeah, I put in the live stream chat. It's hilarious because I love finding bottoms to stocks, and I've been doing it lately, like with like in Roku yesterday and Intel. I grabbed the bottoms in the after hours and we played those. I thought it was hilarious that this one AVYA. I made a little chart real quick saying Mr.SLP was here picking up the trash at the bottom of the chart for everyone.
I love that.
And we
so
alerted
good at
this
calling
one.
Those bottoms.
Yeah, we actually alerted at 79 cents. It basically hit 79 cents right there. Yeah. So a couple cents over, millicents. So we got ourselves from
you got like a crystal ball over there that is telling you this.
I tried because I was watching this one for a while, like for the first hour, first 30 minutes, I was watching this one. And I said, I'm going to catch the bottom of this one today. Because the reason why it was down so much is earnings, right? They had some poor earnings, but the cash position was huge and their income's huge. So I was like, man, this doesn't make sense. So we waited for that volume to come in. We played it to $1, I think $1.10 it went up to. Mm-hmm. After that, let me see what we hit after that one. We hit $1.11, $1.11 from 79.
Yeah, let me go to that real quick, and I'll pull that chart up. And this was AVYA.
AVYA, yep.
Let's take a look
I'm actually looking to maybe buy some for over the weekend, just a little position. So I'm waiting to see right here. Yeah, so we played that bounce, bro. Nice, very nice. So I like picking up all the pieces.
Yeah, I mean, basically 80 cents to 110. It's a 30-cent gain on 80 cents. So you look at like 30% return there, easy. And that only took from basically 9:50 in the morning to 10:30. So that was only like a 40-minute hold, and you alerted it in the premium section down. Only held it for 30 minutes, and you got a 30% gain. You got 1% gain every minute that ticked by. That's fantastic.
So I'm looking to play. It came back down to 90 cents now. There's a little sell-off here, so I'm seeing if this 90 cents holds. And then I may just swing a tiny position into next week, aiming for $1 plus again. But I'm seeing if this 89 to 90 cents holds. If it does, then I may just buy a little position before we're done at the end of the day here.
Yeah, absolutely. Just look at some levels here. Yeah, it's here. There, that's good there. And then this 23% retracements. They never fail, do they? I mean, look at that.
They're very good, very good.
Perfect. Yeah, so that was a great play there, Leon. AVYA hit this low of 79 cents after the sell-off started yesterday, towards the end of the day yesterday. Hit this low of 79. Fantastic dead cat bounce up to the 23% fib for 30% gain in 30 minutes. And this was alerted in the premium section. So I know members took advantage of that because they love waiting for you to call out these bounce plays.
Oh, also Sigga, guys. If you were playing in Sigga with my alert, we hit 17. We hit 17.30 after that alert. Wow. So we had a nice bounce from that bottom, guys. Overreaction to probably no news. It was just people trying to get this thing selling off.
Yeah.
And the buyers stepped right in at that level, which we can probably go back and probably find that it was a support level. Yeah, it was a pretty much support level from 623. Maybe it bounced off of that high. Yeah, so I think I got six. Like the date is 6/23. Yeah.
Yeah,
623.
right
There's
here.
like at the top of 623.
Yep,
Yeah,
right
I
here.
think. Yeah.
Don't cry.
All right, my baby's crying.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
so
Lee, you were looking at.
no, it's okay.
I'm pretty sure it was May 23rd.
May 23rd. Maybe it was May
Right here.
23rd. I'm looking at the daily chart, and I'm just putting lines on the daily chart. And I got here, yeah, probably, yeah, actually, you're probably right here.
But what a bounce, man.
So we got a nice bounce here. We got a real nice bounce with some good volume. So if you grab that, I know that you couldn't grab the VRAX because it moves so fast, but this one, definitely a nice bounce, and I had a little bit of time to get into this one.
Yeah, you definitely had some time there.
Now SPY looks like it wants to close strong. I don't see no sell-off at the moment. It's pretty strong. Normally we see some volatility, but right now it's just churning its way back up.
It's still going. I mean, it won't go down below this 50 EMA, which is 412.33. That's where it's at now. But as you can see, it just, it does pull back. We do get some selling. As soon as it gets to this yellow EMA, that's that's when buyers are stepping in. They're scooping it, and that's what we do on trend days. Obviously, this has been trending up most of the day. Yeah, we had a little bit of sell off earlier, from around 11 a.m. to like 11:30. It lasted for about 30 minutes. We did fall below the EMAs, but ever since then, we're trending up. EMAs are trending up. Definitely trending. So on days when we see the trend, don't buy at the top of these peaks, you guys. Wait for it to pull back to the 50. Or if you want to be even safer, maybe wait for a pullback to this red 200, which you won't get as many opportunities. But don't buy at the top of these peaks. Wait for a pullback, then maybe enter a small position, and then just kind of ride it up. You can add to your position at the dips, and then take profit along the way as it's trending up, and you'd have yourself a hell of a nice day of profit there. The trend is your friend. If it's trending up, don't buy puts. Why would you buy puts? Unless you're just doing a little scalp, like maybe playing the little sell-offs that's happening. But it's hard to grab these.
I'm actually going to swing some puts over the weekend. That's what I'm doing myself. A little bit risky, high risk, because never know what happens on the weekends. But I think we come just down a little bit, probably beginning of the week. So I'm holding some puts over the weekend. Let's see what else is going on. But it's been a solid green day. A lot of green out there, and also there's still if this is a bull, if the bulls are taking over, the swinging bulls are taking over, then I think that there's a lot of upside potential in everything. If that's the case, Nasdaq has a long way to go to the highs that it was at. But you look at SPY and you look at Dow, they're not very far off their tops, and a lot of stocks are still 80% down from their highs. So there is some room to the upside of a lot of stocks.
Yeah, I mean, this whole week, I mean, you can. I got it pulled up on Thinkorswim here, but I mean, looking at my mood indicator here, I mean, just totally bullish. This is all bullish here. A little sell off right there, but immediately got bought up by buyers. And this has been a great week. Also a great week to take profit if you're in the green on any of your longer positions. Maybe trim a little bit, take some profit, reduce your exposure, reduce your risk a little bit while we're trending up. Always a good time to take some profits and trim positions when we're having super bull. I like I like to call it. Is this a bear market rally? I mean, that's what we're in right now, because technically we're still in the bear market. So
Yes.
we'll see how long this can sustain, right, Lee?
Yeah, we see.
Like, let's look at the daily chart on SPY. I'll go to the one chart view here, just so we can kind of got about 10 minutes before the bell rings. But
Yeah. What do you got there?
yeah,
What do you got there? All
yeah. I
right.
mean,
Yeah. So we're not far off. We're not
we're
far
not.
off. We're not realistically. We're not far off the top. If you think about it, we're what, like 600 points off, 700 points off S&P, which is around like we'll be around 62 bucks off the SPY, something like
Yeah.
that. So we got some. We don't have much room to go, to be honest with you. Like, we came out of this bear market pretty fast, but like you say, we're really going to test that 414, 415, and that's going to show us if we're going to keep rallying or if we're exhausted and we start coming back down to maybe 400 again, and retest maybe 400. But yeah, we're not quite out of the woods yet. I think even Austin put out there that he would like to see over, what did he say, 420 or 430?
I believe he said 430 area.
Yeah.
So that's going to put us right around this area. I'll go ahead and zoom in, and Quench is a lot better at technical analysis than I am. I mean, he's like a freaking expert pro.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he's calling the 430 as major resistance. As you can see from looking at the chart here, that's the top of this really big bullish green candle here. So there's probably going to be some sellers. It's going to be a supplies area there. So once we get close to 430, we might see some pullback because it is considered a pretty good resistance there. But amazing run we've been on ever since we hit that low of 362.
Yo, I got a question for you, Bull. I got a question. Yeah. Let's see if I know that you're. Let's see if you have great memory. Okay. Do you remember making a prediction on maybe a car rental company? I think it was last week.
Car.
Do you remember?
I do remember.
You want to take a look at that bad boy today, huh?
Let's see. Yeah, this is.
I'm so glad you got your memory. At your age, you still got memories.
Look, my arrows are still there. My arrows are still there. Oh my God, that's amazing, man!
What a big move, huh?
Yeah. I was actually talking to one of our members in the advanced education section, and we were tossing up ideas about selling puts on this. And this is when it was trading around $150 range. So if the members listening, I'm not going to mention any names. But if you're listening and you got into those puts and sold the puts.
Also, I don't know what's going on with SPY. I mean, I know that you got the SPY stuff going on. It's coming down a little bit, so I just want you to.
Yeah, let me see. It is coming down. Let me go to SPX.
I know you got your stuff going on, so I don't.
Yeah, right here.
Yep.
Yep. So 40. This red line is where my short leg is. I need SPX to close above this red line in the next 6 minutes. 6 minutes. So 41.10 is fine.
You should be
good. Yeah, I think I should be good. I would start worrying because as you can see, we broke below this 50 EMA. So that was breached. We might even get a retest and bounce to the downside if it doesn't get back above there. I would start worrying if the price got down to this 200 directional EMA. That's when I would probably start sweating a little bit because I do have $1,000 on the line trying to get 8% profit here to close the week. I think I'll be good though. We got some buyers stepping back in. Got a nice green bar here. We'll see what happens. Again, very short hold on this put credit spread. The actual option itself is expiring in 6 minutes. So literally, it just needs 6 minutes to go by, and I'll get 100% of max gains on that put credit spread. Let's see what SPX does in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, let's see what it does. So yeah, I just want to bring that to your attention.
No, that's
that, and then okay, so Sigger again on that free alert. Sigger's made a new 1754. It went to a little bit higher. So we got ourselves, if we're looking at percentage wise, what do we have there? The free alerts.
Just want to see what this spread's selling for right now.
Siga. So we got ourselves from 1610, right, up to 1750. So you got yourself about 9% on Siga if you played that one on the bounce with me.
Yeah, and that was a live call out too, wasn't it? Right.
Yes,
So
I put it out in the live in the Discord.
All right, I'm just checking the premium on this spread. I might add a little bit, and the next 4 minutes, I bet I can get some extra money here. Let's see.
Free money, guys. Let's get it going.
Yep.
Someone's got to pay for that steak dinner tonight.
That's right.
I will.
Let me see what I got here. Might even go to the 41.15. 41.15, 41.05. I got to go closer to the money to get more premium because technically, according to Fidelity, my 41.10 short leg is worthless, which is a good thing. I might be able to get 5 cents out of it, but let's see here. Go a little closer to the money, 41.20 maybe. I might be able to shave a little bit off of that. I'm just going to leave it as is. The market's going to close in 3 minutes. Doesn't look like I can shave any more money off of this. I got to be really close to the money since it's expiring in 3 minutes. I mean, we can go to like, you don't want to put yourself, you don't want to be too risky with this stuff.
No.
115. I mean, looks like I can shave another 1.5% on it. And I would need it to stay above 41.25 in the next 3 minutes, which, I mean, one 1 minute candle can breach that. So a little bit too risky for me. I like to have more cushion. That's why I bought it an hour ago, because there was still extrinsic value left that I could capture. When we're this close to expiration, literally in 2 minutes, the theta really just kills everything. That's why my 41.10 is worthless right now, even though the market's still open for another couple minutes, because the theta really just ate that up, which is great if you're selling options. And that's what we're doing. We're selling the spread. We're selling the short leg and we're buying the long leg underneath it as insurance, but you're basically selling the spread. So we got about 2 minutes until the bell. Looks like it's going to expire worthless, and I'll go ahead and make that 8% on that $1,000 I put up. So that's good there.
Yeah, so we came down a little bit, right? So we came down a little bit on the SPY. This is healthy. It's going to happen. You know, it's had such a big move this week. We're going to get a little. It's healthy to get a little sell-off here. So it's okay. Don't panic about it. It's going to happen on a Friday afternoon. But like I said, I'm rolling with those puts over the weekend. I'm looking for a little pullback. No, I'm not a bear, but I'm just looking for a little pullback. I'm just playing, the trend.
Yeah, gotcha. Well, let's see here.
All right, we got anything else?
No. All right, cool. I'm just going to let this put credit spread expire worthless, and go ahead and take that gain to the bank. Looking good. You got any final thoughts, Lee? It's about 4 p.m. Bell's about to ring.
No, guys. Just make sure you're not over allocated your portfolio into the weekend. I mean, you don't want to go too heavy in the weekend, especially on a big high move like this in the past 2 weeks. I personally just gone a little bit heavier in cash myself. And just not hold so heavy on the weekends. It makes me sleep better at night, not waking up Monday morning to a complete disaster. So it's good to just kind of just lower my positions a little bit. Don't go too heavy during the weekend, and kind of just have a good weekend, guys, right? Have a good weekend. If it's nice outside, go have a barbecue, go in the pool, have a little beer. I don't know, whatever tickles your fancy. And enjoy your weekends.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I appreciate you joining me, Lee, on another Power Hour Live. Again, we do this every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And just like Lee said, you know, try and enjoy your weekend. Try not to be stressed out. Monday is a new day. And other than that, we'll see you guys in the next Power Hour next Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Bye bye, guys. See you later.